Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am so excited to finally be doing this video. I'm doing an empties video, and I have been trying to do an empties video for weeks, and my thingy, my little bag, is now overflowing with products that I'm going to give you my final thoughts on and whether or not I would repurchase that item again. I have skincare, hair care, and makeup all in this bag. I should get going on this so that I don't end up talking for 45 minutes. So this first product I have some intense feelings about. So hypochlorous acid, I know it sounds terrible, but that is the main ingredient in this. This is from Briotech. I got this one on Amazon, which was a recommendation from a subscriber. So thank you so much to whoever recommended it, because previously I've been loving the one from Tower 28. I highly recommend that one as well. But this one is not as expensive and I can get it on Amazon. And for me, it's been working the same. Now, if you haven't heard of hypochlorous acid to be used in skincare, Dr. Dre actually did a really interesting video on it, and I had already been using this and loving it, so I was very interested to like hear the dermatologist's viewpoint. She wasn't promoting it for like skincare. I guess in hospitals, this type of thing is used more for wound care. Interestingly, using it every day for, I don't even know how long I've been using it now, but I'm on my second bottle of this, and before that I had used the Tower 28 one, so I've been using it for a really long time at this point. But this has become something that I cannot do without in my skincare routine, because as an adult, I still get acne, I still get flare-ups of just irritation on my skin sometimes. I can actually see the redness disappearing when I use this. Like this, it takes irritation out of my skin, and it's very, very good for sensitive skin, so I highly recommend it. Just like with anything, it's probably not going to work for everyone, but this has really been working for me, and I use it every single morning and evening in my skincare routine. It kind of has taken the place of toner for me. I'll use it after I cleanse my face. Okay, so this is a cleanser from This Works. This is their Deep Sleep Overnight Cleanser. They call it the overnight cleanser because it's lavender scented and supposed to help you have a nice sleep. I was actually very interested in trying it. I mean, this came in a FabFitFun box because I love lavender anyway so much, so I was really interested in this, but I must say this was just meh. That lavender scent didn't stick around. It in no way helped my sleep, and honestly I felt like the lavender wasn't that strong of a scent. If I'm gonna have something lavender, I really want it to be lavender. Like, I feel like I might be in the minority in that. I know a lot of people hate lavender. I love it as long as it's not like perfume lavender, but like actual flower lavender. I just adore it, and this was just fine. I would not reach out for this again. Here we have a shampoo. Hilariously, usually I go through conditioner first, but right now the conditioner for this little set is still in my shower, so I guess we'll talk about the shampoo. This is the Kenra Moisture Shampoo. I could skip over this. This did not do much for me. Here's a mascara. It just hit its 6-month expiration date, so into the empty bag it went. So this is the new L'Oreal Panorama Mascara. So I did do a short with this one, so if you want to see how it looks on my lashes, definitely check that out. But this is one of those that has kind of a cone-shaped wand with short bristles. It's meant to really elongate your lashes. I found that to be true with this one. I really enjoyed it. It wore pretty well for me. It's going to be pretty dramatic, I think. It is a fairly wet formula as well, something to keep in mind. I would use this one again. Using it, this one reminded me a lot of the Unlimited mascara that L'Oreal used to make. So I don't know if this was technically supposed to replace that one, but in my mind it kind of does. It doesn't knock out my very favorites still from like my top tier favorites, but this is definitely one I would use again. I liked it. Okay, here we have a sunscreen from Versed. So this was one that they sent to me, which I was very, very grateful for, so thank you so much, Versed. So this is their Guards Up Daily Mineral Sunscreen, SPF 35. This is probably one of the only mineral sunscreens I've tried that I like. It doesn't leave a white cast. This is kind of messy. You can kind of see the color of it. So it comes in like this kind of salmon-y color, and which on me, for whatever reason, it doesn't stay looking that way. It kind of blends into my skin really well. So that part is nice. For me personally though, I do prefer a more high coverage SPF, and the actual formula of this wasn't my very favorite. I feel like I've used more moisturizing products. So while I was happy to try this, I think I will definitely stick with some other ones that I've tried. Okay, here is a dry shampoo from Vegamour. So this is a brand that specializes in products to help people with people who are losing their hair. I don't think this shampoo, you know, it's gonna help you Grow your hair. I actually kind of liked the scent of this one. It's pretty strong. I liked the sprayer, and I think I actually got another one of these recently through FabFitFun. I liked it enough, but I don't know if I would ever pay full price for this product. I mean, it's not that special. I just enjoyed the scent. Here's another dry shampoo. So if I'm gonna purchase a dry shampoo, this is usually the one I go for. Batiste is, I think, the gold standard for one that actually keeps your hair staying clean. And this is the volumizing one. I guess I didn't really notice a difference between this one and their regular one, but I will certainly be getting Batiste again. Let's see, what do we got here? This is the Gel Yeah Moisturizer from E.L.F. I've already repurchased this. I really enjoy it. So E.L.F. does have a few different moisturizers. This is the gel one that does not have niacinamide in it. The active ingredients in this one are squalane and prickly pear. I guess I shouldn't say actives, but like the star ingredients in it. So even though it is a gel, I found it to be more hydrating than I expected. Like when I put it on, it kind of dries down quickly. So my first reaction was that it wasn't that hydrating, but I gotta say that the hydration was there, and my skin tended to respond well to this. Like I told you that I have sensitive skin. Sometimes very heavy moisturizers, the ones that I think I'm going to like because they're so moisturizing, sometimes they can clog my pores and make me break out. So this has been a very nice summer moisturizer, and I must admit it has been very nice to be purchasing a moisturizer that's not very expensive because in the past I have been purchasing Shiseido, which I still like, but this is just much cheaper. Something else from E.L.F. This is still my favorite cleansing balm. This is the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm with hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides. I know I've talked about this a lot before, but it's still my favorite because it actually melts off your makeup. It doesn't leave behind a waxy film. It doesn't make me break out. It's not scented, and it actually melts. I've tried so many that are more waxy, and I feel like that they do not break down makeup well enough because they're so thick and waxy and don't actually melt. This hits all the good things that I like, so I keep repurchasing it. Here is a lip gloss from M Cosmetics. So this is the Lip Dew in the shade Dream. So this is, I'll show you quick what the applicator looks like. It's got kind of a slant to it. It's nothing too special, but you know, I liked it. It doesn't apply too much product. So this product is quite thin, not as thin as like a true lip oil, but not gloopy, like a thick gloss. This one I found I did find that this one needed to be reapplied more often than other products, however. And considering that it's only 4.5 mils, I did think it was kind of expensive. The color was pretty. I mean, you can kind of see the little bit that's left on the side there. It's a very pretty, neutral, glossy lip product. But I'm not going to be purchasing this one again. I was also pretty irritated by the size of the component. It doesn't fit in my little lip gloss holder. So this one was always rolling around by itself, which was annoying. So I'm not gonna get this one again. Okay, here's a shampoo from Briotech. This is the Destined for Density. I gotta admit, this has been in my little thingy for so long. I can't remember what I thought of this. I know I generally like Briotech. Scraping my brain for memories of this shampoo, I do not feel like it did add a lot of density or volume, but I liked the scent. My hair felt nice and clean afterwards. Probably not my favorite Briotech product I've ever tried, but I would probably use it again. Here's another cleansing balm that I really like. I'm actually working on another one of these right now. So this is from Versed, and this was part of the same package that Versed sent to me. So thank you again to the brand. I have found a second favorite cleansing balm. Sometimes it is nice just to switch it up and try something different. This one is scented, unlike the one from E.L.F. So if you like a scented cleansing balm, this one's a nice option. It has eucalyptus oil and vitamin E, so be prepared for that eucalyptus scent. It's pretty strong, but it has a lot of similarities to the E.L.F. that I like, where it actually does melt on contact with your skin. It melts off makeup beautifully, but it is more expensive than the E.L.F. I think it's all about if you want unscented or not. But yeah, I would use this again, which I already am. Oh boy, something else from Versed. This is their Zero G Smoothing Eye Cream. So this was interesting because I don't think you can see it. No, I completely scraped it out. You can kind of see. This is pink. It's an interesting pink kind of gel-based product. When you put your fingers in it, it feels very kind of bouncy. You need to use just a tiny amount and it will cover your entire under eye. So I liked this at night, but not during the day. I felt like during the day, it would make product gather right here, weirdly enough. So I would wear it at night. My under eyes felt very nice and hydrated. I would use it again strictly I would use this as a night eye cream. Ooh, I love this. So this is a K-Beauty. I actually should check to make sure this is K-Beauty and not J-Beauty. Yeah, made in Korea. So this is a K-Beauty sunscreen. This is the Derma B Everyday Sunblock SPF 50. I really like this. First of all, it's a giant bottle. I had it on my project pan. You can see how many months it took me. This bottle will last you such a long time. It's very nice and hydrating, and it had never ever messed with my makeup. So it's a great one for wearing underneath your foundation. And while it is hydrating, it's not a super greasy or glowy formula. I feel like it kind of hits that really nice middle ground. And the fact that it's SPF 50, it's just wonderful. I would definitely use this again. In fact, I think it's on my list to repurchase relatively soon. I really like it. All right, here's a foundation from Yensa. So previously, this has been one of my favorite products ever. This is the BC foundation. I use the shade Light Neutral. I say previously because lately I felt like it was starting to look a little heavy around my mouth. And I got around that just by using less product. But a full pump of this was actually way too much for me. This is quite full coverage. It reminds me a great deal of the Missha BB cream, if you've ever tried that, but this is way more expensive. So something to keep in mind there. But the Yensa does have way more shades. Since this is much more high coverage than I would usually need, I used maybe half a pump, and this lasted me a very long time. Let's see, the finish on the skin, like the Missha BB cream, I guess it tends to be on kind of the glowier side, but it doesn't actually have like mica particles in it. It's just very hydrating. It does have SPF in it. I actually would get this again, but I would purchase the mini. They have minis you can purchase on their website. And this one, because it has SPF in it, does have an actual specific expiration date. And I feel like I'm always hurrying to try and finish this before the expiration date. So in the future, I would just get the mini. Here's another mascara from L'Oreal. So this is actually my favorite mascara from L'Oreal. This is the Lash Paradise. You can see the difference between this brush and the last one. This one creates super volumized, fluffy lashes, and it wore very well for me, despite not being waterproof. I think they do have a waterproof version. I try to avoid waterproof mascaras because I'm afraid of how difficult they are to remove. But even this one, not being the waterproof version, wore very well. This is one of my top tier mascaras. I will 100% be purchasing this again eventually. Okay, so a mascara that became top tier, like I didn't like this for like the first 3 months I had it. I mean, I thought it was okay, but then the last 3 months it was open, it became really good. So this is the tubing mascara from E.L.F. This is the Lash Extender. Oh, this is super annoying. So this is one of those packagings where sometimes the stopper comes out when I try to open it. Hopefully the stopper is there this time. No, let's try and put it back. Well, the stopper, it won't come out. So now the wand is all goopy, but you can kind of see that it has very, very short bristles, and it makes it great for lengthening. So when you first open this, I feel like it's a very kind of understated looking mascara. It's quite wet. It will lengthen your lashes, but not really add a lot of volume. But as this dries out, it becomes quite delightful. My lashes looked very, very long and with a decent amount of volume. This is one of those mascaras I probably will buy again. I really, really like having a tubing mascara open in my collection at all times. So I'm willing to put up for the first couple months of this being kind of meh for how good it was in the last few months of its life. Oh my gosh, I have another dry shampoo in here. Okay, this was in my collection for years. This took forever to use up, which is a great thing. It was really good for the money. Now I know I got this in a FabFitFun box. So it was even better for the money. This is the DpHue ACV Dry Shampoo Powder. So this is the kind where it just has like a little hole in the top. Oh, I took off the thing, but it's just a little tiny hole that you basically squeeze it and it kind of puffs out into your hair. And I actually think that this worked really, really well. I think this is probably works better than the Batiste. The only thing that holds me back is how annoying this was to try and get in my hair. But as for how it works, this is probably the best one I've ever found. Would I use it again? Maybe if I could get it on a sale. The application process really does annoy me with this, but I must say the product is great. Okay, we have a body lotion from Necessaire. So this is their fragrance-free body lotion. I like this just fine, but I didn't quite get the hype. I felt like it was a normal body lotion. And I know that this brand gets a ton of hype, so I guess I'm not sure why. Would I use it again? Yes. Would I pay full price? No. Okay, here's something from Dove. This is the Moisture Boost Pre-Cleanse Shower Butter. It has hyaluronic serum and moringa oil. Okay, so this was a weird product. Like all of Dove's shower products, it smelled really, really good. I had a hard time getting through this whole tub because of the texture. It was like a weird lotion that was kind of slimy, because it essentially does have soap in it, because like you rub it all over your body, but then when you wash it off, it does lather a little bit. So I actually wouldn't buy this again. I mean, it sounds absolutely delightful, shower butter, but the texture of it kind of was very cringy to me. I didn't like it. My goodness. Here, here's a lip liner I finished. Absolutely tiny. So this was a lip liner from Goss in the shade Mauve. This was another product that was a really good, like, worth the money type product. I did pay full price for mine when he first released these several years ago, and it lasted me forever. I used it in several project pans trying to use it up, and it took a really long time. And I like the product. It is a pencil, and I felt like it really lasted well on my lips. And the color Mauve, I personally didn't think it was mauve. I felt it was a little more on the rosy side to be truly called mauve, but I really liked the color. I thought it was very complimentary to my complexion. Would I buy it again? I don't know. There's so many lip liners out there I want to try, but if it somehow came in my way in my life somehow, I would 100% happily use it again. Here is a hand lotion from Serum Kind. So this is their Royal Black Tulip hand lotion. I love this. And you guys know that I tend to like floral scents sometimes, and the floral scent on this one is just very delicate. It's quite lovely, and as for the actual hand lotion formula, it's not super thick, but it soaks in really well. I thought this was really nice. Okay, here's an eyeliner empty from Wet n Wild. These eyeliners have been around forever, and I really like it. Would I use it again? Yes. I have a full-size one here. And this is the shade Simma Brown now. So it's a dark brown eyeliner. I find that it wears really well. Sometimes eyeliners to me that are like the twist-up kind, they're almost too creamy. I find them to be too smeary. Whereas a pencil eyeliner like this, I find wears a really long time and generally stays put. That can vary, of course, depending on, you know, a variety of circumstances, but in general, I think it works great, and this is from Wet n Wild. It's very inexpensive. Here's a crushed oil infused gloss from Bobbi Brown in the shade New Romantic. I liked the color. The formula was very pleasant, but I thought it was really overpriced. It did not feel like a super high-end lip product to me, so I probably won't get it again. Ooh, here's another mascara. I actually really liked this one. This is the Kush mascara from Milk. So the wand is one of these fluffy ones. I'm not always the biggest fan of these fluffy wands, but I really liked this one. My lashes were super fanned out. They looked long, they looked volumized. Like, when I was using this, I had more than one compliment on my eyelashes. I would happily use it again. I would always get a mini though, just to, you know, avoid the high price point. But yep, I like this one a lot. We're down to the last few items here. So from Sigma, this is one of the lip masks. This was in the scent Hush. So this was gifted to me. So I actually haven't looked at the price point of these. As far as the product goes, I actually thought it was very nice. It did hang out on my lips for a lot of hours, so I felt like it was one that was a true lip mask. I don't know if I'll seek it out again. Personally, there's just so many products like this out there to try, but I did. I liked it. This was the Hydro Melt Lip Mask. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot I had finished this. So this is the brow product from Merit. Now this is their old one. When Merit first launched, they sent me a very generous PR package. This would be, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. I have no idea how I got their attention. I have a small channel now. I was even much smaller then, but they sent me this. And I remember I like the color. It's the shade Brown, but I felt like it didn't have a lot of hold, and I felt like it wasn't worth the price. That's what the wand looks like. So, you know, nothing too special, but I have heard that they have recently redone this product and people are raving about it, so I'm kind of interested to try the new one. This one was just okay. As for the last product, we have another mascara in here. So this was the Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. I have used this before in the past, and this is a lengthening mascara, as you can tell from the wand. I like this one, but I definitely don't think that it's better than some of the lengthening ones I've tried from the drugstore. And sometimes this one can be a pain to get off. So while I like the mascara, I probably won't seek it out again. My goodness, I've been talking nonstop for almost 30 minutes. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for hanging out with me throughout this entire thing. If you have used any of these products, I always welcome other people's reviews down in the comments. Please share your experiences. I am so ready to take a sip of tea after all that talking. Today's tea of the day is Daughter's Ring tea, which I've had this on my channel many times before. This has got to be one of the prettiest teas I've ever purchased. It's rolled into these beautiful little spirals. Not spirals, I always say that. Little rings that will unfurl as they steep. It's a very pretty tea. This is one you have to be careful with the temperature to make it not too hot, otherwise it will get kind of bitter tasting. But if you keep it around the 170 mark, it's very delicious. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you guys. I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.